Great. We're here with Pro Boim, who's going to describe his experience going to a World Series game in Chicago when he was a youngster.
Okay, it was 1932, and the New York Yankees already took 2 games in New York. And here was the 3rd game of the World Series. And I was 11 years old. My dad talked about wanting to go see the game in Chicago, Wrigley Field. And it excited me just to hear him say that. And sure enough, my dad woke me up at very late, could have been between 3 and 4 in the morning, and I couldn't figure out why he was getting me up so early. And he said, "Pa, isn't it a little bit early in the morning to be going to a game?" And he said, "No, it's not. You'll see. When you get there, you'll see why we're going this early." And we took the L, Chicago's L, and got all the way to near Cubs Park, which is Belmont. And when we got off, my dad said, "Didn't I tell you? You'll see. I told you what happened." Because the line was extremely long, many blocks. And I had a fear that maybe we're not going to get in because there's too many people waiting in line. But all of a sudden, I noticed our line was moving fast. In fact, they were on a double. A lot of them were trotting to the box office. And when we got there to the temporary wooden bleachers they erected just for the World Series, and all of a sudden we're in on Sheffield Avenue bleachers at 6 a.m. We're in the park, and I felt relieved because even though it was chilly in this October morning, I was so happy to be at Wrigley Field for my first World Series game. And we didn't see a player in uniform till about noon. And it was both the Cubs players were out there, not the whole team, just some, and the Yankees. I know I saw the familiar number 3, the Babe Ruth, playing catch with a few of his Yankee teammates. And then the game started with Earl Combs, the white-haired center fielder, hit a ground ball to the shortstop, Billy Jergis, and he uncocked the throw that went way over Charlie Grimm, the first baseman, way over his head into the bleachers, into the stands. And Combs ended up, of course, on second. And Joey Sewell, the second batter, who walked a lot and hardly ever struck out, he walked. So that put men on first and second.